What's up, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family? One Eyebrow back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 1, and do a discussion about why Rick didn't kill Negan. Obviously, a spoiler warning if you're not up to date of the series and the show and you don't want to know this information or talk about it, stop watching now. But for those who want to know and discuss it, here we go, guys. So, what did you think of the Season 8 premiere? I thought it was okay. It was a good episode, not a great episode. I thought it left us hanging in some ways. And a big disappointing thing for me was the interactions with Negan and Rick outside the sanctuary. Now, I know Negan cannot die in the first episode because I'd be like, what are you doing? You're killing the main guy off. You can't do that. Well, you could have just done it in a better way. I know All Out War needs to be all Season 8, but there was just much to be desired. You have all these guns. You have the upper hand. You have Dwight in a position to help you take down the Saviors, take down Negan, set up everything, and you have all these guns. They're pointed up. They do a warning shot. Then Negan just walks right out. Now, I know it's a comic book, but people don't care that it's a comic book. They watch the show for the show. They don't care what the comic book stuff is that much. But Negan walks out like he does in the comic and just stands out there and could get shot. But that's not going to happen, right? He sees this. People with guns, the little mud flaps there, like he calls them, all the metal. Rick and Negan decide to have a talk outside the sanctuary. Negan doesn't have any guns. They didn't point the picture or show us that they had snipers or people at the sanctuary shooting at Rick. You heard and saw some of the shots on the RV and stuff, but we didn't see any shooters. We saw this. We saw opportunity after opportunity after opportunity for Negan to get shot. Maybe not get killed, but at least get wounded. A lot better than a little flesh wound on his leg. But look at all the Saviors right there standing up. And who's Regina, by the way? What is that about? Put a Rot or somebody up there. What is that person doing? Then Gregory comes out. He didn't even get shot because he got pushed down the steps, which was pretty awesome, by the way. But you can see Simon's face there. He's like, you ain't going to shoot us. What are you, stupid? The writers ain't going to do that. The one thing that was cool, though, was Rick was like, you're going to make me count? 10, 9, 8, 7... All right, what are you doing, writers? Give us some shot on Negan or something where he gets wounded or someone gets in the way or something happens where Negan's pushed back inside or something a little more believable than, oh, Rick and them couldn't shoot. They hit all the walls around them and they're going to shoot out the windows and stuff, which is a really stupid idea in my eyes because they're like, let's waste valuable ammo on the windows. You can shoot out a couple windows. I mean, come on. Father Gabriel stops Rick because it was time to go. Okay, you can kind of believe that. But Negan's sitting in the middle, the area that he's kind of confined to. We'll talk about that in a second. But there was opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. They decide to shoot out the windows. I love Maggie's face right there, by the way. They're shooting up and up and up, and you see all the windows coming down. They're like, oh, it's a callback to the broken window theory. All right, you shoot one window out, that's the broken window theory. You don't have to shoot all 15,000 sanctuary windows like they decided to do to attract walkers. You could put explosives or fire or something around there in a safe distance to attract the walkers towards it. First of all, the gunfire at the Saviors is going to attract the walkers. But again, Negan's in another precarious situation. He's laying there. But no, we can't have Negan get hurt. Just like you couldn't have the governor get that hurt. He loses an eye at least and gets maimed up a little bit. And in the comic, he loses a hand and everything gets a lot worse. Negan doesn't have a scratch on him. And people just can't believe that. And I'm one of those right there. Rick has the opportunity. The gun's pointed at him. Maybe he's a terrible shot with this and he couldn't get close enough to use his Colt Python or what. But either way, he has him right here. And it was just another frustrating thing because he still had a chance and another chance. And he had multiple chances to shoot him or wound him or something. I talk about it in other videos. They could have had a sniper up in the sniper position in the building where Sasha and Rosita was at, but they didn't put anybody there. Rick had multiple chances, and people are just really annoyed by that. People are like, terrible. You know, you couldn't have Negan die. Of course we know that because he has to have a war for the entire Season 8. But if you think about it, you really could still have a war without Negan. You could have one of the other lieutenants step up, like Simon or Dwight even comes there. He has a change of heart. He becomes the power or something. Eugene, it would have been a terrible leader. But Simon or Gavin or somebody would have been there to have the reins. Someone could be trying to take over as leader. Simon could have been the leader. That would have been a nice little change while Negan's healing or what. Now let's talk about Rick taking the Polaroid. The only thing that makes sense for me is Rick taking the Polaroid is to build a case against Negan to say, look guys, here's your leader. Here's the proof that I'm a better person than Negan because I could have killed him right here, but I didn't do that. And I'm showing you that I have mercy for people like you. So join us and we won't hurt you. We can rebuild this world together and and build a case against Negan to throw him out of power, but keep people alive. Because I believe a big theme of it is mercy. Is mercy prevailing over your wrath? Comes up a couple times, and the conversation that Father Gabriel has with Rick, saying it started with one person, it's bigger than this, it's bigger than you, it's not just about you, Rick, it's about everything, everybody coming together, comes kind of again here. You kind of see that connection a couple times with Rick and Father Gabriel, and then I just got the feeling with Rick and Daryl. But ultimately, I think Rick captures Negan, puts him in jail, and he shows that he is giving him mercy. He does not kill Negan, even though he has him in a precarious situation. If you know the comics, Rick basically wins, and he decides to keep him alive for some reason. So we'll see if they do that on the show or not. But when Rick's got this opportunity right here in front of you, it's pretty hard to be like, Rick is that bad of a shot, so Negan is unscathed. That's really hard to believe. So besides the writers making that decision for Rick not to kill Negan or even wound him or whatever, why do you think Rick did not kill Negan and that wasn't his main kind of focus of this trip? Because he could have went in there guns a-blazing and did it a lot easier. So I want to know your thoughts on that, guys. Let me know. Post your comments below. And if you can, guys, check out my book series, Fight for Us, online right now, Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com. We got a link in the description to it. Fight for Us, beginning, Reunited, and my third book is Refuge. My fourth book I'm working on now is Conquered. Be out pretty soon. The Walking Dead News channel on YouTube for all your Walking Dead needs. It's a new channel that we're working on. Instagram, Twitter, at the PT channel. We post stuff there all the time. Give us a follow. Don't want you to miss out. Anyone on Facebook, we have a Walking Dead community page and a group. Everyone's welcome to join that. If you're on Facebook, definitely welcome, and we would like to have you. If you can, also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you have, thank you very much. Thank you for watching this video. You guys are awesome. Tell your friends, tell your family, to help us achieve a goal of 100,000 subscribers.